Hello, I have a winter project. This is my first sweater ever knitted. I used 4.5 on a ribbing, 1x1, and for the stockinette, I used 5.5. This has a lot of mistakes, as you can see, but it is my first, and I do mean my first sweater. I made one beanie, one scarf, and then I got the audacity to try a sweater. I just need one more sleeve. One of my regrets for this one is that I used my typical cast off. I'm a beginner knitter, so I used like the basic cast off, but it has no like stretch compared to like that, despite the material difference. But different cast offs have different stretch, especially since this is a 1x1 ribbing, and 1x1, 2x2, 3x3, they all have stretchy components, but it aesthetically looks nice. I didn't have the courage to try another cast off. I did the same here, but the sleeves I did no decreases on. This is the pattern Step by Step Sweater by Florence, handmade by Florence, I think her name is. This was very nice to do as a beginner because it just shows you like the different structures, like the neck, the yoke. This is a raglan design, so I did increases and decreases. I did increases, no decreases, but in the actual pattern, you're supposed to do decreases on your sleeve. But I didn't do that because I guess I'm lazy. But yeah, I just wanted to show you. This is acrylic wool blend by Paintbox. I wanted to try sticking to acrylic as a beginner. So I bought this on sale at lovecrafts.com, and it was in a pack of 10 for $35 without shipping. So I got that, and so far I've used only 4. This is what I have left over from that sleeve. Each skein is 200 yards. I think 218 yards. You can probably read that yourself. But it is a acrylic wool blend, and it feels soft. However, after I got my Moxie and the Audacity, I started using wool. I was a bit scared to use wool because I remember wool being itchy, but then I learned about different breeds. This is from, oh no, they don't have the brand, but this is Harvey's wool. This is very soft. This is from Lolly and Nin. Give you some time to look at the information, but this is from a sheep farm directly. When I got this, it still had hay in it, so that was exciting, and it is not even close to scratchy. This is, all of my wools are fine to medium fibers. yeah, I just wanted to show you that development. I got these nice wool brands. This is Rambo and Merino. I have even more, so I don't need one for a while, but I have some from Etsy. This is superwash yarn. I didn't know what superwash yarn is, but it is very decent feeling. My mistake was getting finger weight. I didn't know that there was different weights at the time when I started and I got this. It was actually my first purchase of yarn before even the acrylic. I just thought it was pretty. I like a good variegated. I also have tweed from there you go, from Kelbourne Woolens. They look like they sold out of all the other ones, but I think it's lovely. I think this is a merino, but it's like a textured merino. It's the roughest merino I have, but it's not rough. It's not rough and it's not itchy. And then I have a billion purchases from Harrisville Designs. This is their watershed, and it feels nice. This feels like it's from a sheep, from an animal. This is a mixture of different wools. I sent them an email asking which types of wools, but I forgot. However, I do remember merino being a part of it, but there were medium fibered sheep breeds in this. I just forgot which ones they were, but it's really nice. It's not itchy or anything. It just feels lovely. This is Watershed yarn. They list it as virgin wool. It's 110 yards for the Watershed, and this one is Spoonwood, which is a dark green. As you can tell, green is my favorite color at the moment. I've been in a lovely mood because of it. But I got all of this to make a sweater. But I also wound some up to practice making beanies. But as you can see, it's a nice heathered. Can I focus on that one? There you go. It's a lovely heathered yarn, and I love it so much. It's so beautiful. This was like my first wool purchase. Harrisville Designs. I forgot I got the recommendation from a YouTuber, and they were talking about ethical wool purchases in different like mills in the US. But I forgot who it was. And then this is the softest wool I have. This is from Mountain Meadow Wool. This is the softest. Oh no, this box is blocking it. So sorry about that. This is the softest wool. This is like luxurious fine wool in my opinion. I haven't tried a lot of it, but this feels lovely. I got the Cora, the 3-ply Cora, and this is what their label looks like. And this is their information. It feels lovely. I also got some more from Harrisville. This is their Highland wool. I think my finger just hit some, yep. a little bit of hay, but this is their Highland. They say it's long wearing, durable, and a workhouse. I don't know what that means, but I'll figure it out. I'm still a beginner, so I'm pretty excited to learn everything there is, or as much as I can, about wool types and how to use them. I got a book from the library, and it has different wool breeds or sheep breeds. But anyways, this color is in walnut and this color is in toffee, and they're super cute together. I wanted to make a sweater with these. As you can see, I'm in a sweater mood, even though that last one almost drained me for everything I had. Gotta make sure this is zipped. I completely forgot, since I was working with acrylic first, I forgot to worry about moths and things. Oh, there you go. Moths and things, so I need to make sure that my stuff isn't exposed. And then this yarn, this fun yarn that I'm about to wind up on my winder right here. This yarn is from the American Eel Yarn line. I forgot where I got this from, but if you look up American Eel Line, you'll find the website. This is in Venice Twilight, 116 yarns, and bulky. Most of my yarns, I forgot to tell you, I don't know how I forgot, but most of my yarns are in worsted weight. But I really need to figure out how to make a correctly sized beanie. I tried to knit a beanie for my mom. And as some of you can see, way too big. Way too big. I like that I knew how to close it off at the top. It still has like its imperfections, but like this is a really good closure in my book, or at least in my experience. But it's way too wide. This is Mountain Meadow. I think in the color Waterfall, it's also Cora, so it feels lovely. I blocked it. I put in the dryer so many times. I used blow dryer, didn't shrink. It just shrunk in height, which is something I didn't want to do because the height is actually lovely. And it has a very tonal shift. I don't know if it'll pick up on camera, but it's like light blue and periwinkle. Like you can see a little line right here of light blue and then periwinkle. And I really love tonal shifts. It's just beautiful. Variegated. I can't wait to work with this one. But yeah, I'm gonna wind this up and figure out how to make a well-fit beanie. I already have a well-fit beanie. I made this one out of acrylic. This is Lion brand or something. I don't know. But it's Hue and Me. It's bulky weight. And I used a pretty tight gauge, or a decent gauge, I don't know. I used my larger needles for it, and it fits perfectly. 1x1 ribbing, folds over nice, has a little hole. That's what I was talking about. My closure is a lot better because there's a straight up hole. But yeah, it fits. You guys can't see it, but take my word for it, it fits. So it looks like I have better work with beanies and bulky weight yarns than worsted weight. I'll figure it out, but I feel like I did the wrong amount of cast-ons. There were some places saying worsted weight should be 120. My gauge swatches were telling me it should have been 168, some 180, but there are some places that are saying 80 to 96. So someone's lying, and my inexperience isn't helping, but I'll figure it out. I'll get the experience. But yeah, I just wanted to show you guys what I was up to, yarn wise, knitting wise. This is a relatively new thing for me. I hope you're having a wonderful day, and I hope that you get your hands on something that brings you happiness anytime soon. Thank you. Have a wonderful time.